All set for kickoff here at Baltimore's M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, a fun one on tap for us. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And that's good for a gain of 5. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Lamar off the play fake. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
From the red zone on 1st. He brings it in.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
6-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. A draw now. This is Henry. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. They'll work against the blitz. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Play action now with Allen. His first throw is an interception. That's to Mario Davis. And the Ravens will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception, and that return on top of it.
Intercepted.
All flag is down here. This might be a free play. Quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter first down. From the gun, a run for Henry. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lamar now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate, every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. You just need to start to see those chains moving.
We're working a couple yards past the line. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. Back to the bank in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Here's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Allen on 3rd down. It's caught. Chase has it. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Working from the gun, it's Allen. This one's snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
All set now, 1st and 10. And this is a designed run for Allen. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in like double digits, and they nearly got it there.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Play action now, Allen. It's caught left side by Hill. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
The 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Elliott connects there. And that gets him back to within 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Flowers now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
Yeah, that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
First down, here's Lamar. Completed over the middle. This gets forward to around the 29. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion, and I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap to Jackson. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. So they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has it downfield, working the left. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Allen now on first down. Still on his feet. To the right side and wheeled in by Chase. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. The Ravens offense to the field for the final drive of this first half. They're going to have to be quick about anything that they want to do here, partner. Enough time for a few snaps at most. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 now from the 46. Now here's Lamar. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And he missed it. It's no good. But I do see a flag out there. Let's see what the call is. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. Oops, knocks it through. And 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. He dodged the tackle. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Throwing here, Allen. Caught by Hale over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Connects on the crosser. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Straight ahead. Here's Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw now, Allen. Hits him on the out route. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 6-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On 1st down, Allen. Fits it through the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Toss play to Barkley. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Allen looking to throw. That pass complete to Goddard. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Barkley trying this up the gut. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Man in motion out of the slot. Barkley has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles make it 17-all. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Flowers now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He brushed him off with ease. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It remains tied after 3, so we're going to have to decide things in our 4th quarter. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Henry running to the left. He got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another run for Henry. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Looking to throw. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long is going to be the key here down the stretch.
And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have got you a first, but sure nice little run to set the table.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They go to Barkley again. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring a 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for him. We've got 1st and 10. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
To throw. This one finds Goddard. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And this hits the full before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. First call here coming from the shotgun. The drive begins with Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Setting up to pass. That's on target. Puka Nacua. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Back to throw. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the
all set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. It's a screen to Barkley. Up the sideline, past the 45. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
Got to be pretty good after. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. So that's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
All their timeouts left, but not much time itself. It's 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Looking to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game.
Intercepted.
This one left for Lamar. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a 1-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore. From Baltimore's Inner Harbor, we're live from M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we've got an entertaining one in store for you. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway from the bank. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. On it was Saquon Barkley. Waiting good forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. On the handoff, it's Barkley. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I know we talk all the time about special teams flipping the field, and undoubtedly they will at some point today. But on the opening drive, to flip the field to get in the other team's field position, that's a great sign with that run.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Traffic definitely getting there for the stop.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. This finds its target, that's Hill. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
And they'll come up on 1st and 10. We're on here with Will Shipley. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Making the call himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
All set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. and 10 from the 32. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Lamar now from the gun. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, Jackson. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Lamar off the play fake. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Out of the gun, Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, got a nice little gain on the ground.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. First time this game they've looked to him. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring it up 4th down.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. Escapes a defender. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. They run it with Saquon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Jump off, caught by his back. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. He's caught. He's got ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Out of the gun. It's Mahomes. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, Mahomes to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they're just not ending the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
First down, a run with Barkley. And this one's going a long way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Looking to throw Mahomes. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. And air it out on 3rd. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So 4th down, on heads, Braden Mann for the punt. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. We get to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So second down coming up. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man.
Kidder. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
The Eagles into the nickel, third down coming. Again, it's Jackson to the air. That's caught for the first. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. On first down, Jackson. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Flying down the middle with Henry. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Buck. Thrown into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again is Lamar. Throw is caught, and he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Tyler Loop out for the Ravens to attempt this field goal. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Loop knocks it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive. Paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
See if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. The Eagles setting out their offense one last time in the first half. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. Here's the final play of our first half. Back to throw it. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he gets it forward to show about a yard out of that. Up down by Fred Warner.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Running once more with Henry. And he gets him around 6 there. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
5 men out in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got a man, that's Nacua. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Play action. Here's Jackson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Lamar now from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. That pass pulled in by Henry. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. That's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He's got Devontae Smith. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught left side by Hill. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. This finds its target. That's Hill. And they bring him down around the 34. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
As quarterback, when you have an out-route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. They'll couple together a yard there. Stop there by the 4th-year ball hawk coming off his first All-Pro nomination, Derek Stingley Jr. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up, put some more yards on that stat sheet.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead to 7.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8. All set for the kickoff. Flowers now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Romped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Running left side by Jefferson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Catch made to right side by Nacua. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Lamar throwing again. Finds the in route complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
First down throw for Jackson. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens down by only 2 in the 4th. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. But when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Well, they took their shot at the tie, but they'll need to manufacture another score in the time remaining now as that 2-point try is unsuccessful.
It becomes a little bit tougher to punch it in for 2 when that defense knows what's on the line, too. That's a spot where their hand was forced after the touchdown. They had to do their best to surprise them with the call. Easier said, Kate, than done.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Hill now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got a timeout from the defense.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Gain of 5 stoppage before the 2-minute warning as they take a timeout. 2:05 on the clock. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. Now they're up against it here on 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do, try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Keeps away from 1. And they'll maybe get 2 out of that, so that play brings us to the 2-minute warning. New set of downs for him from the 31. He'll look to throw it. Complete into Flowers. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Back to throw. Jump off, caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle gives sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here he is to throw. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Sending a tight end in motion left. Looking to throw it. They cross the 40 on a nice run. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the 1st down, too.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
It's Henry on the counter. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Another run for Henry. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. To throw. He's going to run for it. Oh, he lost the football! And the Eagles get to it. So they do take over after the fumble, Brock, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone. Toss play to Barkley. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Barkley trying this up the gut. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the 2nd half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
A look there at M&T Bank Stadium, just off the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go here in Baltimore. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. In motion, it's Jefferson. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Barkley, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
26-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They fumbled it away on that opening possession. Fortunate it only led to a field goal, so they're in a 3-0 hole as they start this drive. 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Patrick Surtain breaks the tackle. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Quickly into the hands of Chase. They'll be set up now. Jump past the 40 with that one. A first catch there for Chase. And he's got a 1st down to go with it.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He's going to run it. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
This is Henry. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
A gain
34-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. He'll go again here with Henry. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They're going to go right back to Henry. He'll push forward for about a yard. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. In motion comes Andrews. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Not a great start by this running back here in the 1st half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
3rd down and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Hill brought in motion. 2nd down. Jackson. Flush to his left. He'll try and get there on the ground.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Ravens will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, This is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big, explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Philadelphia.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. Good blocking to the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's first and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles take a 10-3 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start first and 10. Here's Jackson. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Looks like one of the Ravens was able to fall on it. Yes, indeed they did. So Baltimore will keep possession.
At the 41-yard line.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on second down. That's called in on the left by Nakua. And he will score. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Loof now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Here's Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hands to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
2nd down. Burrow. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 3rd down and 4. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a 1st down.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. That's Goddard in motion. Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That'll be taken in by Barkley. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, ends Mitchell. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense going to take over just before the half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Jackson out of the pistol. That's caught by Cooper. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. As it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
And 2 at the 36-yard line.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And 3rd down coming up.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Eagles offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Bigsby to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain there of 11. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, this is Barkley. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Lavonte David doing his work on defense.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run the draw with Barkley. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, fourth down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Burrow to throw for it on fourth down. And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And the Ravens will get the ball at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackle. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Jackson now. Off he goes. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You're running off the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 38-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw to the left side. Caught by Chase. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Henry. Henry hit, the ball comes free. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. The Ravens offense ready for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a end. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That one taken in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
17, Eagles 13.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Burrow. Firing right side. Brought in by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From 29. Here's 2nd and 6. Now, Burrow. It's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. The Aussie Super Bowl champ Jordan Mailata guilty there. Burrow now. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
We'll try and run here with Bigsby. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
It's 4th down.
Defense, they took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
In motion goes Likely. On 2nd down, here's a run with Henry. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. That's going to be caught. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. As this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down.
And after that 1st down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a 1-possession game.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.